The government through the Ministry of Health to elevate Serere Health Center to a district hospital so as to attend to a big number of locals that flock the health center for medical treatment. According to the district health officer, Dr. Ogwal Daniel, Serere district has 2 health facilities at the level of health center 4, but with the ever-increasing patient turnover in addition to the limited staffing, there's a need for the government to upgrade the facility to a district hospital. Take a look. Led by Serere County Member of Parliament Emmanuel Omoding for an assessment tour on the health facilities in the district, Serere leaders expressed the need to upgrade Serere Health Center 4 to a district hospital.
Let's upgrade this health center 4 into a hospital so there's a proper service for people. The population is growing, the number of patients.
The most affected area is the children's ward that has 20 beds with each accommodating 3 patients, as Ikeba Nora, the ward in charge, explains.
I have a mixed up. Even if a child has any infectious conditions, we are subjected to share because we don't have space. The ward is small, the beds are not there.
She revealed that due to high turn-up of patients, she's forced to work for extended hours and requested for the relevant authorities to recruit more staff to relieve her of the overtime burden.
With my age, you begin work at 8 or 9, the day nurse will push up to 8 again in the night. 8 p.m., that's when the night nurse takes over, up to 8 again in the morning. So it has been so tedious to us.
According to Dr. Daniel Ogwal, the Serere District Health Officer, Serere Health Center 4 registers on average over 4,000 patients that seek treatment a month, in addition to the over 200 mothers that deliver from the facility.
Major factor putting pressure on the patient attendance is high and the health workers are few. So that puts a lot of pressure on the available staff to perform beyond the expectation. If you are supposed to do a duty of, let's say, 8 a.m. to 5, sometimes we do shifts, 8-hour shifts.
I need also to join the team to request government to consider upgrading this hospital, this health center 4 to the level of hospital, so that our people get better service.
Serere County Legislator Emmanuel Omoding, accompanied by a team of medics from Vanguard University of California, highlighted the most wanting areas, among them a theatre and a dental clinic.
I think we can do something good for our theatre and also for the dental clinic. And I'm really privileged today to have a team from Vanguard University. This is overwhelming for them too. You know, we're used to the first class things, but when we come here and see truly how the layman, the wananchi, are going through.
As we've walked the grounds and through the buildings, engaging with patients and their families, our heart is broken, and we hope that we can see improvements in the future.
Vanguard University team donated an assortment of items that included basins, sugar and soap to mothers at the maternity ward. Yiga Muhammad compiled this report. Rotaractors have urged Ugandans to support the efforts of Rotary nation building to improve the lives of the less privileged. This call was made during the installation of the 17th president of the Rotary Club of Kampala Sese Island, David Atuhaire.
The Rotary Club of Kampala Sese Islands aims to provide humanitarian support to vulnerable communities in the Sese Islands of Kalangala district. The club has significantly impacted the villages of Murabana by offering scholarships, promoting environmental conservation, and constructing a latrine at the Murabana Health Center. They are currently working on a new project to build a maternity ward to improve conditions for pregnant mothers. During the installation ceremony, the new Rotaract president, Rotary Club of Kampala Sese Islands, David Atuhaire, succeeded Gerard Abak. The chief guest, Tony Opolot, commended the young Rotarians for their dedication to supporting the needy.
Fruitful. It means you cannot give what you don't have. Before you multiply, make sure that you're fruitful. And that takes me to what we call the human capital development aspects of life that I want us to reflect on. And as we reflect on that, we are guided by 3 principles, and the first is about discipline.
David Atuhaire called on Ugandans to find ways to support vulnerable communities.
As a club, we dare to imagine, we dare to hope, And now it's time to make magic happen. Alone, we can accomplish little. Together, guided by the words of Keller, we can achieve much more. Thank you for entrusting me with the privilege of serving as your president. Let's embark on this transformative journey together and make our collective vision a reality.
He pledged to continue the work initiated by his predecessor, focusing on the construction of the maternity ward.
We are having a pipeline project with the Rotary Club of KIE. Our last area of focus is going to be to increase our adaptability. We plan to engage corporate entities to support our projects and to also benchmark on our twin club, the Rotary Club of Nairobi Central, on their trust fund.
The maternity ward will cost over 90 million shillings and is expected to be completed within a year.
Life starts with a healthy mother, a healthy child. To some, however, it has not been an easy walk to motherhood. On the third floor of Mulago Specialized Women and Neonatal Hospital is the neonatal intensive care unit for the newborn babies who need intensive medical care. In our tonight's special report, we look at Annette Akatukwasa, who gave birth to a baby boy, Jesse Ahumuza, by cesarean section. However, Jesse, who was 6 months and 1 week at birth, weighing 1.5 kilograms, declined to 0.94 kilograms on arrival at the NICU. Now, we want to also understand what happened.
Mulago Specialized Women and Neonatal Hospital is the neonatal intensive care unit in NICU for the newborn babies who need intensive medical care. During our visit to the unit, we came across Miss Annette Akatukwasa, who gave birth to a baby boy, Jesse Ahumuza, by cesarean section. Jesse, who was 6 months and 1 week at birth, weighing 1.5 kilograms, later declined to 0.9 kilograms upon arrival in the NICU.
Because it was not a good experience. I'd never seen such a small baby. I was so scared. I didn't know whether we were going to make it or not. I can say the treatment is so good because I think at one time I had lost hope, but where we are right now, I see we're almost getting discharged.
Patience Arinaitwe, a resident of Kamocha, a Kampala suburb, is a first-time mother whose baby boy she named David Trillion was also saved by the same facility after delivery at 7 months.
I had gone for a checkup. When I reached there, of course, I did my tests and brought them to the doctor in a normal, very, very normal state. So, on the doctor looking at my results, the doctor told me, you're admitted. Your organs are not doing well. Your organs are failing. So that baby has to move out instantly. But even before he told me that, I felt like the breathing was a problem still. At that particular point of time, the breathing was becoming a problem. Then he told me, your whole body is full of water.
The health facility patients earlier visited could not manage her situation and was referred to Mulago Specialized Women Hospital with facilities to handle her fragile situation.
When my time came, they took me to the theater. Under normal circumstances, you're supposed to be scared, maybe in the theater or what. But my scare was, is this baby going to move out alive? Is this baby going to move out dead?
At birth, David weighed 1 kilogram and was on oxygen for 3 weeks.
All I can remember is they called me to go and check on the baby. To be honest, reaching the incubator and looking at the baby, I wasn't sure actually whether it was a baby or not a baby. I was just looking at something in the incubator. It is so scary.
We have babies who are born at term, what people call 9 months old, who should go home right away, but for some reason they cannot go. The babies are born tired, they cannot fend for themselves. Oftentimes the mom too is tired, mom is unwell. We cannot say enough is enough on such a baby until other experts have come in, until their input has been appreciated. These are babies who lose life and contribute to the high mortality you have in our country. So it's very important the specialized hospital like this is able to intervene and come in. Because remember, we're doing the work of the placenta. We have seen a greater improvement in the survival of very small babies.
The baby who spent 3 months in the neonatal intensive care unit is now 1 year old, healthy and developing normally.
You people, I am so grateful to the doctors of Mulago, honestly, because if it wasn't today, maybe we would have lost it, some of us, especially when you're a first-time mother. It's a stressful journey.
Pelenop Nabunya is a resident of Entebbe, Wakiso district. At 28 weeks of pregnancy, she gave birth to triplets, Elena, Mia and 2 others, in a private hospital on 10th March 2020. Unfortunately, the 2 never survived, save for Elena, who made it with the help of an incubator, who is now 3 years old.
Dear mothers, fellow mothers and parents out there, the facilities are there in the public hospitals, the doctors are there. It is why my own is still living. It is where I went. Please encourage your partners to go for antenatal as early as possible, because with that, you are able to foresee any challenges.
The neonatal intensive care unit also cares for high-risk mothers with underlying conditions that could compromise the growth of their babies in the womb.
I thank the government for this arrangement for such facilities, that we don't have to move out of the country on such emergencies to look for such services, and we can get them right here in our country. May I say in Kampala, we are getting the best we can get. The nurses are so good and so kind, actually so comforting to us. The way they handle their babies, we appreciate.
We've had small babies as small as 300 grams, 500 grams, half a kilo. They cannot go home. They will not survive. So that's when kangaroo comes in. Kangaroo is another low-cost intervention. We encourage mothers to put the baby skin to skin on their chest immediately at birth. It's being encouraged now. Or further down the road, the baby is stronger, more stable. We encourage kangaroo immediately. You have to engage the mothers early. They are more involved in the journey, even at home.
Over the past 100 years, the neonatal incubator has been the most influential contributor to the decline in the infant mortality rate globally. The Uganda Demographic Survey of 2022 shows a reduction in Uganda's maternal mortality to 189 per 100,000 live births. In line with the obligation to provide basic health services to its people, in 2018, the government of Uganda established the Mulago Specialized Women and Neonatal Hospital.
The biggest component of health care is prevention. Health means avoiding sickness. Doesn't mean being sick and being treated. And all the preventive measures, we have repeatedly outlined them for you.
The 450-bed facility, built by the government of Uganda with a loan from the Islamic Development Bank, provides highly specialized reproductive and neonatal treatment and healthcare services at a subsidized fee. Bernard Higa, UBC News.
The Uganda National Oil Company, UNOC, is wholly owned by the government of Uganda and was established to safeguard and promote Uganda's commercial interests in the petroleum sector. UNOC has 2 subsidiaries, the Uganda Refinery Holding Company URHC, which will hold a 40% stake in the 60,000 barrel per day refinery and manage the development of Kabalega Industrial Park, and the National Pipeline Company Limited, NPC, in charge of pipelines, storage, and downstream business ventures. This subsidiary holds 15% interest in the East African Crude Oil Pipeline, EACOP. EACOP is a 1,445-kilometer long pipeline that will transport crude oil through 10 districts in Uganda to the port of Tanga in Tanzania. UNOC is also actively engaged in crude oil exploration, development, and production activities, and its participation role includes a 15% stake in the Tilenga, Nwoya, and Bulisa and Kingfisher development projects, Chikure. UNOC also holds the exploration license for Kasuruban Block in Hoima, Bulisa, and Masindi. UNOC currently owns and manages the Ginger Storage Terminal and will build a 320 million litre capacity terminal in MPG called the Kampala Storage Terminal. At UNOC, we're harnessing the potential of Uganda's petroleum resources, forging a sustainable future and preserving the natural beauty of Uganda. UNOC, your partner in Uganda's oil and gas industry.
Once upon a time, there lived identical twins who gave birth to beautiful princes and princesses.
Their mothers gave their babies' bodies a lot of care by applying on their skin with baby Junior jelly.
So dried their chariots and everyone would admire their glowing skin. Fun fact, baby Junior prevents diaper rash, dry and sensitive skin.
Moms all over Africa love baby Junior jelly. Baby Junior's the skin. No more worries anymore. Boo, 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 boo. Baby Junior.
Baby Junior.
We've hit refresh with Castle Light. A premium new look. With the shiny silver label. An innovative cold indicator. A premium green neck label for a crisp and easy drinking beer. Fresh new look. Experience the fresh Newcastle Light.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. Now, PI Network community has appealed to government to embrace digital currency so as to open up new opportunities for economic growth and innovation in Uganda. This was during an awareness campaign for members of the digital currency in Kampala.
I came in Uganda in 2009 and we have been mining Pi since then.
PI Network Uganda is a community of individuals in Uganda who are actively involved in cryptocurrency project that aims at securing digital currency. Members of PI Network Uganda appeal to government to embrace digital currency for easy transactions.
We are also intending to extend it to the government entities such as URA and other agencies as well, such that we can use it.
Send the government of Uganda the message so that they can help support the implementation of digital money and digital currencies, especially Pi Network, and to make sure that the implementation of Pi Network has helped to the development of our country due to its value of 314K 159 United States dollar.
Isaac Tumwebaze, who heads the technical department, urged youth with smartphones not to be job seekers but embrace PI Network.
Advice to the youth out there is them not to look for white collar jobs when you actually have here opportunities that are coming to you freely and are earning you money. Because we are talking about making this country rich. We are not looking at ourselves, making ourselves rich because we're already rich, but we want to open up and extend this wealth to this nation and improve the infrastructure of this government and all of that. So we are determined to make this nation rich.
Fajan Nyonzima, GCV leader PI Network, asked support in government department, mostly in URA, to use PI Network to collect revenue.
I would call the government to come out and embrace PI Network as a payment, because when we have, like, for example, URA receiving our taxes into PI, it will be easy for Ugandans to ship in like containers or more stuff from abroad, and we pay using PI our taxes. And also to the cargo agencies to embrace also this PI network to enable us to ship in our containers of stuff and cars and all we are determined to buy for the progress of this nation, to embrace PI as we pay them using PI network.
Meanwhile, some organizations like Beat Pesa, Yellow Card and individuals in Uganda are already using digital currencies.
Manufacturers in Western Uganda say the infrastructure development has helped their business benefit from regional trade with countries like Sudan, Tanzania and Rwanda. This was highlighted by the director Chituzi Drink in Rentuha, Bushenyi District, Moses Chituzi, who appealed to government to create public awareness on taxation before implementation.
But I'm very... NRM have been supporting us in security. Security is very good. It is excellent, even the security. The roads, you see the roads, we have the roads. We have the challenge of some little roads, which is not in a good standard. But we have a lot of roads. So to take our things, our goods in Gulu, where we have a good roads. So NRM, I support NRM 150%. For me, I advise the Minister of Finance, before they impose the taxes and put the taxes there on our drinks, on age and everything, they have to engage the taxpayer, URA, and that staff of Minister of Finance. Then sit and see, is this taxes is high? Is this taxes is affordable? Then after that engagement, they will get the clear and the good picture of the what? Of the tax. If the government give us a little taxes and we pay a little taxes, which means the business will be there for long. Taxes are low and it is high. Like this local exercise duty. You find one truck, just one truck of the G's of Chituzi. I pay 5 million or 6 million of the local exercise duty. This is only one tax.
Business associates and investors from various companies have trained Adventists to do various activities to improve their livelihoods as they worship God. This exercise was at Maganjo Grain Millers in Kawempe.
Affiliated to Kampala Central Zone Entrepreneurship Department gathered at Maganjo Grain Millers factory in Kawempe for training on various business practices. Maganjo Grain Millers Director Benon Nduja taught them various strategies on how to start and run a business, urging them to work as a team.
Is to give economic counseling to our people, those who are beginning business, those who are already in business, and those who are already successful in business. We have some people who have gone through that, who have gone through those such experiences. So we bring those who have problems that they can share with those who are successfully through the business.
The day's speakers included Obeid Ben of Youth Platform, Vincent Kasozi of Bangafi Forestry, and James Kaita.
Financial literate, basobola okufuna financial freedom nga bakola emirimu gyabwe kubanga ekitongole kya entrepreneurship department oba amakolero n'obusuubuzi.
The Adventists who turned up for the training commended the organizers.
Okulaba ng'omuntu yenna anaatandika omulimu oba yatandika omulimu tegugenda kugwa. Tuli wano kugwewa magezi kulaba engeri gye tuyinza okuwaniriramu emirimu gy'abooluganda. That's why we say we don't have to deal with you, but we are going to deal with your business. Yes, my right to atekawo business clinic.
Musanyufu olw'enteekateeka bweziti singa zigenda mu maaso. Nawe ku kyalo eyo gy'oli osobola okuba nga okukola enteekateeka ze zimu n'osobola okuba nga weenyigira mu misomo okusinga okwenyigira mu mbaga gy'ogenda n'olya ate enkya n'ofuluma bye walidde n'oba nga tolina ky'okoze.
The framework for Islamic banking was officially established in 2016 when the Ugandan Parliament passed amendments to the Financial Institutions Act to allow for Sharia complaint banking. However, despite the legislative groundwork laid in 2016, practical implementations took several more years, seeing participation grow, evidenced by the entry of varying tier institutions like Tiga Digital Finance in 2019. Mark Wadulo talks to the CEO of Tiga Digital Finance, Daniel Lavan, on Islamic banking in Uganda. Let's have a watch.
Would you kindly introduce yourself, who you are, and what you do for the record?
Hello, Mark. It's lovely to be on your show. Thank you for having me. So I am the CEO and one of the co-founders of Tiga Digital Finance. First and foremost, we are a technology company. Really building technologies to support the rollout of product development at scale for Islamic banking and Islamic products across the continent.
With Tiga's digital operations in African markets, how do you ensure effective service delivery despite being a digital entity?
We have been on the ground in Uganda since 2019, just after COVID. We have a main head office in Kampala. Islamic banking, it can be quite intimidating, that term. When we ask our clients, what is your understanding of Islamic finance and Islamic banking? The typical response is, you don't charge interest, right? Now, that is true, but there's so much more to Islamic finance and Islamic banking. It doesn't mean free money because we don't charge interest. But what an Islamic product generally is based on is sort of some key pillars. The key pillar being, we are more than just a financial provider to you. We have to be a partner in your business. So the key thing I believe that's going to drive growth of Islamic banking across Africa is, number one, we have to accept the reality that large proportions and percentages of most economies across Africa are still informal. So you have to build products, Islamic banking products, that really talk to the everyday trader, the small entrepreneurial business, to really, bring true impact, to the continent.
All right. Thank you so much, Gabriela, for honoring our invite. We do look forward to talking again.
Mark, thank you so much. It's great chatting to you, and hopefully see you in Kampala soon.
Well, thank you so much, Mark, for that interview. In line with commitment to bringing premium local content to every television room in the country, MultiChoice Uganda has started a drive to bring local shows closer to viewers. The initiative follows a recent move by the pay TV giant to open Pearl Magic Prime (PMP) to more DSTV and GoTV customers, making the channel accessible to customers on DSTV Access and GoTV Plus. MultiChoice Uganda local content manager Brian Mulondo told UBC that strides have been made in improving the quality of local content as the key ingredient in the revival of the local film sector in Uganda. It also follows merging of two local channels, Pearl Magic and Pearl Magic Local, into Pearl Magic.
We have decided to come to the ground and actually tell them that these shows are still alive and well. And our channel, Pearl Magic Prime, because you have supported us and love the Ugandans that do these shows, we have decided to bring the channel even lower to customers on DSTV access. We are hearing what our customers are saying, and we are giving them what they want. So today we are in Chiwatule Market on a market day to tell them that this is what DSTV and GoTV have for you, and you're missing out on the amazing content that we have made specially for you, and most importantly, at a very affordable price. We shall be touring 24 markets across the country, and we want to come down to where the customers are and tell them that the shows are now available.
The Uganda Bureau of Statistics would like to remind the general public that the National Population and Housing Census 2024 enumeration exercise, which began on Friday 10th May 2024, will go on until 19th May 2024 at 11:59 p.m. Heads of households that have not been enumerated yet and are normally away during day are encouraged to contact their LC1 chairpersons and give them indications of when best they can be enumerated before the end of the exercise. The public is further informed that the questionnaire is translated in 21 local languages, and numerators have been selected in such a manner that they will be able to administer the questionnaire in such a language that the respondent is familiar with. The public is assured that everyone will be counted by the end of the numeration exercise. Census 2024, it matters to be counted. This message is brought to you by Dr. Chris Mukiza, the Executive Director, Uganda Bureau of Statistics, and the Government of Uganda.
Welcome once again to UBC News Tonight, and from the sports segment, the State Minister for Sports, Peter Ogwang, launched and handed over the Cricket Cranes Uganda's cricket tournament jersey for the 2024 ICC T20 Men's World Cup in West Indies and USA last evening at the team's send-off dinner. The Cricket Cranes Uganda's senior men's cricket team will play for the first time at the T20 World Cup this June.
Send-off dinner held at Miss Hill Hotel in Nsambya last evening was graced by the State Minister for Sports, Peter Ogwang, who launched the Uganda T20 World Cup jersey as he echoed government's commitment to support the team and welcomed Laika Mobile on board.
On behalf of the government of Uganda, on behalf of the Minister of Education and Sports, who is the First Lady, I want to take this opportunity to officially hand over the Ugandan jersey, which is going to be used the Cricket World Cup in West Indies and USA. I want to promise that we are working around the corner to make sure that we facilitate the national cricket team to participate in the World Cup, because it's the role of government. I want to remind you and reiterate our commitment to develop cricket. Number one, we have secured the land, which is in Chambo University. Number two, we are going to increase the budget from 1.2 billion to 3 billion. Number three, we are now looking for resources to support and fund our national cricket team to go and play for the World Cup in West Indies. The others, I have challenged our players, your underdogs, go and show yourselves and prove yourselves. For the people like my brother here, the moment of truth has come for you to conquer the world as a certified hustler, like the minister who is before you here. You lose nothing, you go there to show the world that God gave you one thing, is a talent. I want to welcome like a mobile. I don't know how much you can appreciate you. You have come and you're changing the game of cricket in Uganda. I want to pledge on behalf of the government, we will work with you.
Leica Mobile, who are the title partners for the senior cricket teams, reiterated their support for the cricket cranes as they head into the World Cup.
The Uganda cricket team has created a milestone. This qualifying for the World Cup and going for the World Cup is something which I really would like to appreciate each one of you who's sitting in this room for having put in your best and reached this level. Cricket is considered as a game of luck. However, when you look at the sport, it is the passion that drives the sport. So I think each one of you, having reached this stage, have that passion inside you to do whatever is required to get the best out of the cricket. And you are going to a forum where you will be recognized as a successful team, having touched that pinnacle for the first time.
The Cricket Cranes team will be taking part in the T20 World Cup for the very first time, and they are in Group C with New Zealand, Afghanistan, Papua New Guinea and hosts West Indies. The team will bowl off their campaign against Afghanistan on 3rd June, but before the main event, the team will have trial games against Namibia and Scotland, respectively. Grace Joyce Kyomugisha, UBC News.
That's all we had for you from 8 p.m. to now 1 minute past 9 p.m. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Sharon Kyomugisha with Mugadu Muhammad on Sign Language. You can join me again at 10 p.m. for more news coming your way. But you can as well stay tuned for more programming on UBC TV Inspiring Uganda. Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning on UBC. My name is Tessa Milo with your weather update. We are still having light thunder showers here and there in most parts of the country. Nevertheless, we still have a reduction of moist winds within our country, bring us the sunny intervals that we are experiencing in other areas of the country. Seeing the satellite picture, we are having still the low over the Indian Ocean that is depriving us of the moist winds that should have come into our country. Nevertheless, the rain belt is still over us and the local effects bring us those rains that we are having lately. Tomorrow morning, we expect to wake up to a bright Sunday in Nakasongola region, but the rest of the area, including capital Kampala, is expected to wake up to a thunder showers. Moving to the eastern, we expect to wake up with a bright sunny conditions in Soloti, but Tororo and Jinja with light showers. Moving to the western stretch, I expect to wake up to a bright Sunday early tomorrow morning. Going into the northern sector, they are waking up with light showers dominating most parts of the north, apart from some few areas across Lila and parts of Arua, where we are seeing sunny intervals. Moving to the afternoon hours, we are seeing a continuation of thunder showers dominating most parts of the central at a maximum 29 degrees Celsius across Masaka, 26 in City Kampala, 30 in Bende and Nakasongola. In the eastern sector, we are seeing a pickup of thunder showers in the afternoon hours at a maximum 30 degrees Celsius across Solti, Tororo and Jinja with 28. The western stretch, we are seeing a pickup of light showers and thunder showers parts of Kasese and Kabale Highlands at a maximum 30 degrees Celsius across Imbarara, 31 Masindi and Kasese, 25 the lowest in Kabale Highlands. The northern sector, we are seeing a continuation of thunder showers dominating that side. Nevertheless, the temperatures are still a bit high at a maximum 30 degrees Celsius across Karamoja and 32 across Chitugumu, Guru Lela with 30 and Arua with 32 degrees Celsius. Is moving out of Uganda to a few cities across the globe, forecasting sunny conditions across parts of Cairo, Dubai at a maximum of 60 degrees Celsius across Dubai, Cairo with 41 degrees Celsius, pretty hot that side, Nairobi with sunny intervals at a maximum of 26 degrees Celsius, New York with 23, Hong Kong with the cloudy conditions at a maximum of 26 degrees Celsius. Thanks for tuning on UBC. My name is Tessa Mili. See you tomorrow at the same time.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
We all want it. That soft yellow glow of a subdued sun in your hands. That precious polish of elegance. To hold it is one thing, but to taste it is everything else. Relish the satisfying taste of a beer, unmatched in quality, unmatched in consistency, and with 23 Global Gold Awards. A beer unmatched in gold.
Faith, love, miracles. International evangelist Daniel Kolenda, successor Reynard Bonke, and a team of associate evangelists will preach at 7 gospel crusades from June 12th to 23rd. Powerful divine deliverance from bondages, yokes, and curses. Salvations, family restorations, and miraculous healings. Kampala, Hoima, Busia, Lida, Ikanka, Gulu, and Bale. This is your time. Come and receive your miracle.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.